Microphone check, 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 check. Blessings, blessings to this channel. Blessings for the weekend. Microphone check, check, check. Holiday weekend, you guys. Holiday weekend. Yes. Blessings. Shout out to you, right? Blessings. Shout out to you guys, especially, uh, especially for the ones that's subscribed to this channel. Blessing to you guys, man. Hey, I am very thankful. You hear me? I am very thankful. I'm ready to vibe this weekend. You understand me? I'm ready to get this new year. Yeah, I'm really ready to get this new year full steam ahead. You understand me? I was speaking with this guy at work, right? I was speaking with this guy at work, and we was speaking about over the holiday thankful weekend. We was talking about how what what we are thankful for. I'm like my brother. Oh, as y'all can see, you see, I got my shirt on. Okay, uh, these shirts, I will be having them on this channel right here. I will be having these shirts and other shirts, a lot of other shirts on this channel right here. So you will be free to uh, purchase purchase a t-shirt or a sweater. I'm really finna have a Christmas t-shirt and sweater advertised on my show, right? Because like I say, the new year is coming up, and like I tell you guys, uh, this is holiday seasons, right? And I really, really, truly love the holidays. Okay, so excuse me. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to be giving away a 2 for 1, right? If you buy one, you will get an extra, and that's t-shirts or sweaters or whatever, right? I'm going to be advertising that in a couple of weeks here. Holiday seasons, we getting ready for the new year. Um, I don't know what you guys are thankful for out there. That's why I titled this the way I did. What do we think about, right? What do we think about the older we get, the more blessings that the Lord Jesus Christ give us in life, whether that's in your job, whether that's in your income, whether that's whatever blessings that you may pick up doing this thing called life, right? How you look at those blessings, how you feel about those blessings. What do you do when you get those blessings? So that's what we're here to talk about today, right? On this Friday, you know, the holiday weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, people are still celebrating. People are still eating that turkey, you know? Yes, yes. I'm on my probably like second, maybe third. No, coming up third here in a second. I'm on my like third plate. I try to take it easy, guys. I'm an older guy, right? So I try to take it a little easy. But I would like to say, getting back to what I was saying at first before I started with all of this, right? The shirts and everything. we have a lot to be thankful for. And the older we get, each birthday, each year, we have to think about uh, it's whatever that you want to think about, but I'm just here to shed light on my perspective of me being here on this earth, 53 blessed years, the way how I see certain um, certain things that have to do with people and how they feel about each year and each older that they get. You know, some of us, uh, like I say, we all have our different ways of growth, right? But I like to channel in on the ultimate growth, right? And that is self. It's not things. It's not what we see. That's the new trends. It's not. It's about self. I believe in the journey that I have been um, blessed enough to see, because a lot of us do. You can see it, but it's one way of taking it to heart. So I'm gonna say I have been blessed enough to see it, and plus blessed enough to take it to heart. That the older we get, the more we should really think about how we see and how we look at this thing called life, how we look at the growth, things we've been through, the challenges we've been through, the ups and downs we've been through. How do we look at all of this? Do we look at it in a humble place? Do we look at it in a gracious place? Or do we look at it in a way that's not so, how should I say, forgiving, right? If you want others and people and the Lord Jesus Christ to forgive you, how do we go on with these days, with these years, with these the New Year's and the birthdays? How do we go on with all of this and don't be thankful and humble enough to really look at ourselves, right? So this is what today's speaking is about. It's about self growth, self awareness. And I'm going to do a clip on a guy that I've been studying maybe for about 3 years, right? I People that I talk to, the people that's near deep to me, and the people that I think that's on a positive journey, I actually recommend this guy to them. I put him on this channel before, his YouTube clips. I'm gonna tell you his story here in a minute, but I would like to say happy Thanksgiving weekend and thank you for tuning in to this channel. Okay, I'm only going to be in here for like 30 minutes, so give me a second. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys when you take a look at this, when you get a chance to take a look at these videos. Yes, man. Yes. It is real. It's a real blessing, right? To be able to see things, in a different way, right? Uh, every it takes a special person, right, to be able to see things for self, right? And this is not including you guys. Like, yes, you have to be in charge of your family, especially as a man, and as a woman also. You have to be in charge of your family, and you have to be in charge of a lot of things that this world basically put out here for us to really feel like you know, that's all we need to really pay attention to. But we missed the key thing. We missed the key thing, you guys, and the key thing is self, right? How you gonna be good to uh the kids? How you gonna be good to the person who you share your bed with? How you gonna be good to anyone if you're not really good to yourself, right? I was watching this one clip and the guy said, if you don't talk to your boss this way, if you don't have this type of attitude at the job this way, then you shouldn't bring that attitude around other people. And I thought that was really, really kind of interesting. Okay. Now let's get into this guy right here. Now this guy name is Soul, right? I actually been following this guy for maybe about 3 years. I really, really like his growth. I like his content. I like his hustle, right? I like his hustle. I like his grind to the fact of he do the work, you guys. He do the work. So many of us being have a lot of have a lot of opinions, have a lot of feelings, but we do semi work. And when I mean by semi, I mean by we do everything else but self work. And I think that's more important than everything that got to do with this thing called life. It's about self. And I'm not saying, when I say self, I'm not saying being selfish. No, I'm not saying that. Okay. I mean being clear with your intentions in the heart, clear with your intentions in the mind. And when you do that, that just brings a different kind of energy on the outside. So I'm not really just speaking on, you know, I'm not just really speaking on other things that got to do with that. Okay. Now let's take a listen to this guy. Now this guy right here, his name is Soul, right? Beautiful name to the way how he be spitting his content out here. Now he been on YouTube for like about 12 years. Shout out to that brother over there, right? Shout out to him. He been on YouTube for probably like 12 years. Like I told you guys, this is like my second year. This is my second year on physically YouTube and uh, Facebook and anything that got to do with showing my face and putting my voice out here. Okay. Now I've been studying YouTube maybe about 5 years. Okay. I've been studying personal development, like I tell you guys, like about 7 years. Okay. It's coming up on 8 years, right? So, you know the old saying, if you live a certain way for 40, 50 years, in my case, right? If you lived a certain way for that, a certain amount of time, it's going to take you almost or sort of almost that amount of time, right, to get yourself in the right state or wherever angle you trying to go to, right? Change don't happen overnight. Now, certain behaviors and things can happen overnight. That's if you're serious. Like in my case, right? Now, like when I say, always I go over my videos and I always hear myself speaking about me, 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 me. And I know they get tiresome for some, right? But that's also have to do with personal development. I'm not living in a delusional state. I'm speaking about my imperfections. I'm speaking about things that I wasn't proud of in my past. I have a past, okay? Like we all do. And I'm not proud of it, but also I can say that me going through my past and me doing work on myself, which is personal development, that made me look at my past a little bit differently. Okay, especially like when you look at things that be going on in the world, right? That make you look at things differently. Because what most people don't do, they don't be accountable for their past. They don't be accountable for their past uh, things that they did wrong, or and furthermore, let's say if they do even be or go back in their past and look at it and be like, this that wasn't right. They definitely don't try to make the rest of their life better because of their past. A lot of them don't. Not gonna say all. Like anything that come on my mouth, I'm never gonna say all. Okay, but it's definitely majority. If you look at this world, it's definitely majority. But this guy right here, Soul, okay, like I say, he been on YouTube for like about 12 years. I've been actually following him for like about 3 years. And I would suggest anybody to go to that man's channel. He's a very wise man. He got a lot of self accountability, which is big. Okay. Especially if you want better for yourself and better for the people that you love. Accountability is big. Accountability and work after more bigger. Okay. But this guy, he actually, hold on. He went through a lot of, he went through a lot of life challenges, like we all do, right? Like we all do. So he started his journey 12 years ago, and he got a lot of sponsors. The man he's a very wise, put together young brother. Far as what I can see from following him for 3 years, okay. But anyways, he says something. He started another journey. I guess this 2026 new year that's coming up, he started a new journey, right? Like I said, since I started this journey, I've been very happy about uh, holiday seasons, the New Year's and stuff. I've been very, very excited about these things, right? So this guy, I guess, what he have done, he have sold his house, he sold his cars. Now this man was driving Lexuses, he was driving, nice things. He was living very well. He had a power circle with men that that's also doing very well in life. Okay. Now, granted, I'm probably not on the scale of this guy over here, how he's doing so well in life. Probably not, right? Okay. But what I'm going to say is my heart is so golden. Okay. The way I feel about life is so golden. The way I feel about my present and current situations and relationships and everything about that is so golden, right? I'm telling you guys, I feel like I feel like I'm a rich man, you know? And that's a beautiful way. I've been taught that the way how I feel is such a beautiful way, right? But this guy over here, he has a lot of he has a lot of things uh, that most people would consider to be well off. Okay, now I don't know him personally, but that's the way how he portrayed himself these whole 3 years that I've been following him on YouTube. Okay, like he said, something that stood out. Once upon a time, he was getting ready to lose everything. Right, he went through a divorce. You know, sort of like me myself. Like I haven't really told you guys all of that all of that scenario to my life, right? I haven't told you guys everything. That's why I told you that I'm going to be 2026. I'm going to be getting a little bit more in tune into my personal life and what took me on a journey, on a new wave journey, as that say right there. New life loading, right? It wasn't my divorce. No, 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 no. And I will say this for the record. Uh, Me and my ex-wife, we get along very great. We have really great and beautiful and successful, right? Children, right? So, and we've been together. We was together 30 years, you guys. Whoa. Let's stop the presses for a minute. We need some music on this. Because I'm actually telling you guys a part of my life that I never told you guys. Now that's funny. All right. But like I said, we're gonna be getting into this side, this side of this side of myself. We're gonna be getting on to this side of myself in the uh 2026 version of life, right? As they call it, the 2.0 version. But getting back to what I was saying, me and my ex-wife or whatever, hey, uh, we are actually very good friends, and you know, hey, what can I say, you guys? 30 years, kids is very successful. I love my kids very dearly, all of them. Okay, and I respect my wife for giving me those kids. So this guy right here, I gotta get this. I gotta get this. Hey, I'm not a perfect person on this YouTube thing. I would, if it wasn't for, as I was saying, let's get back to this. My my relationship aspect has nothing to do with me even being, well, I'm gonna say very little, and that's just because the wisdom of bringing up a family. You got to realize I brung up a whole family 30 years. So that's the wisdom of it. But what I'm saying is, me being on YouTube has very little of that. The reason why I'm on YouTube, right? Me learning life has a lot to do with it, right? Me seeing life has a whole lot to do with it, right? And also, me losing my moms, you guys. Oh, me losing my moms. As y'all know, if you've been watching my channel, you know my mom is real deep to my heart, right? So me losing her and me watching her steps in changing her lifestyle, that inspired me more than anything that I just said. That inspired me to actually put my face out here on YouTube, to actually put my thoughts out here on YouTube, to actually put my voice out here on YouTube. That's what inspired me, my mother. Okay. All that other stuff, that's just, that adds more value to my words. Okay. That 30-year relationship, it wasn't bad. Okay. A lot of good came from it. Okay. So, with that being said, the 53 years that I've been blessed on this earth, right, with all of that, it's became a lot of wise, positive outlooks on things that you could have took it maybe. Hold on for a minute. Uh, I'm speaking a lot on this, right? I'm speaking a lot on this. I wasn't here to do this. I was talking about my man's soul. Okay. But what I'm saying is this, all of this has brought me to this point. It made me be real grateful. Okay. That's why I'm here. I'm here because I'm grateful. Yes. I'm here because I'm thankful of the whole 53 years of being blessed on this earth. So, with that being said, I look into different ways of how people think, how people act, how people do not uh, catch on to how this life really moves and the history of it. I really have a care for that. That's why I built this channel, and that's why we here. Okay. So my man Soul, get back to him. This man, like what he said. He said it was once upon a time that he was afraid of losing it all. But before he found self, before he found personal development, hmm, that made him not afraid of anything. So let's let him tell the story. I'm just gonna only play just a little. He recently sold everything that he had. Okay. Like I said, he had the house, he had the cars, he had all of that, but he sold everything he had after being on YouTube and taking a personal journey for himself. Okay. He sold everything he had and moved out of the whole country. Okay. Now, that's not for everybody, but what I can say is this: once you start doing personal development on yourself, what you will see is it's a lot. It's a lot of things that's not right. Even if you was part of the problem, everybody in if you live long enough, like my grandmama used to say, if you live long enough, you will see. So everybody at once upon in their life has been a part of the problem. Some people snap out of it and be part of the solution. Some people take longer than others. Some people never get it right and always be part of the problem. Right. That's why personal development is very serious. Uh, because once you start.
At these brothers. Man, I'm just taking a quick break from working, man, to I just want to show y'all brothers, man, some of the value you can get here in Thailand, man. I'm in Chiang Mai, man. Let me just show y'all this view. I just want to show you the value you can get, man. Sun's about going down. Hope you can see it on camera. Got a nice view there. As y'all saw in my last video, man, I was out hiking earlier, man, and kind of just went till I stopped and saw this spot with a mountain and said, man, let me just set up shop here. Another view, man. Here got the highway on this side. You know what I'm saying? It's a chill little spot. And it's crazy that this spot costs 49 American dollars, 49 US. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you that inside. It's like if the value that you'll get here in Asia, man, doesn't inspire you, man, nothing will. Because a room like this will easily cost you. Let me show you the fridge. Little fridge over here. Come in right here, man.
This is why I stopped shopping on Amazon and you.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be it for that, right? I just wanted to show that little clip because that's tied into what I'm really speaking about. New year coming up, 2026. For me, 2025 was really a very uh I told you when I get online, my phone go off. Hold on for a second. Hello? Man. Yeah. Okay, okay. Nothing. I'm online though. Yes, yes, yes. But thank you. All right. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, I know. I said that. I know. And I'm online. My bad, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I didn't even put the phone down. I mean, I didn't even mute you guys. Uh, Cause listen, I'm gonna be coming on here this new year coming up. I'm gonna be coming on here quite a bit because I am trying to I'm trying to get better at this. Think about it. If I if I really only been doing this for 2 years, yeah, I got a lot of videos up there. Okay. I do got a lot of videos up there, right? But me, that's really who I am, you guys. You really getting a real authentic person. Okay. Who I am online is basically who I am offline. And who I have been for 53 years. Blessed. I got to keep saying 53 because it's been a blessing, right? Throughout the challenges of life. But what I'm saying is, I always been a person that tried and kept trying and kept trying until I get it right. You know, I never looked at being a perfectionist. Now, I do like perfection, but what I'm saying is, if I got to keep trying it because I don't know what I'm doing, I don't mind to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's really who I am. You know, so who you getting on this channel? When you subscribe, when you see this video, who you getting here on this camera is a real authentic person. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. When I talk to people, and if I befriend people, and once I get to know people, uh, and this, I'm saying this like I've always smarter than me. Yeah, people might have had a lot more things than me. But one thing, you guys, one thing a person that you see right now, this person that you see right now, one thing that I always had a sense of character, loyalty, a sense of honor and respect about myself. Now, not perfect, okay? But what I'm saying is, like I keep saying, I've always been a person that stood with integrity. My principles always been my principles, right? Now, certain things, my values have always been my values. Certain things that I done in the process of not knowing, that wasn't always right. Okay, no, and that's accountability. And I've always been a person of that as well. You know, so what I have, uh, what I have been privileged to learn and to see, that a lot of people don't hold those values. A lot of people out here, you guys, they looking they looking out for themselves, and that's just not the person that I am. I do, of course, I am always got my best interest, but I look at other people, and this anybody. It don't make no difference what color you is. It don't make no difference who you is. I always look at a person like, I'm gonna treat you the way how I treat myself. I'm not gonna get over on you because I'm not gonna get over or take no shortcuts with myself. That's the person I've always been. So when I tell you guys, whenever you bump into this channel, the RC Community TV, the RC Community TV, whenever you bump into this on YouTube, subscribe to this channel, because you are really speaking. Now, it's millions of people out here in this universe, but you are really speaking to a person that's real authentic with who he is as a person. You are really speaking to a person that's really real to himself. So if I'm really real to myself, I'm gonna be real with you guys. And me being blessed these 53 years out here, it's just rare to see those qualities in a person. So I would have to say, if you run across this video, subscribe to this channel. Help me help the community. Help me see things the way how you may see them, but also be understanding to how I may see them as well. Because how I see things and how other people see things, we all are different, right? We all have different opinions, but the thing, how I view things is the value of which direction, how you see and value people and value things and value yourself. You know, I'm telling you, for as long as I can remember, it has always been honor with me. So I'm saying that to say this: subscribe to this channel, okay? Subscribe to this channel when y'all see this video. Subscribe to this channel, because I'm telling y'all, I've only been on here only 2 years, maybe if that, right? And I could just feel my spirit, my energy. I could just see how I feel in the inside about this thing called life. Each and every year, each and every day, each and every month, I feel so good and different about this thing called life, and the things that I'm connected to. Not the things that other people connected to, the things that I'm connected to. You see what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm very interested in other people's life, right? That's my motivation. My motivation is to see other people and see how they motivate, and, well, not motivate, see how they feel about themselves. Because you could display a lot of good imagery out there towards other people. But you can't hide from yourself, and it shows. Once you didn't live a half of the a half of 100, once you didn't live a half of 100, it's real easy to see what people value in life. And for the most part, you guys, people don't value themselves enough. They don't value themselves enough to look at themselves and be accountable for themselves, be accountable enough to spread the real positive and good message out here, good and the bad, right? A lot of people don't do that. So when I see people like Soul, when I see people that's other people that that I really follow, because once again, ordinary to be an honorable person, your life got to really show that. It just can't show that in the public. It has to show that behind closed doors. See, you have to do what you do in public. You have to do that behind closed doors. And just as well as I show up in public, I'm the same behind closed doors. That's big. That's big. That is extremely big. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. Uplift one another, love one another, want the best for one another. That's what life is about. So, once again, what do we value in life? I'm going to tell you what I value. I value personal personal development. I value people that really can look at themselves and see things that they might need to forgive themselves for, because that's the most biggest thing. People do not forgive themselves. So if you can't forgive yourself, you know you're going to push out bad energy. That's what I look for in a person that can literally value themselves just as well as they value others. Once again, value yourself, value others as you want them to value you. Because I'm telling you, life is so short and unpredictable, and you don't know where things can go in life. And I started this journey 8 years ago. I started thinking, I've always been this person, but it took me to wake up in the heart and in the spirit. It took certain things to shift, you know what I'm saying? Shift me in this way of thinking. I'm like this all the time, 24/7. You hear what I'm saying? I'm like this all the time. This is how I show up in life. How you show up in life, okay? That determines the real quality of you. So I'm going to say, on my way out of here, thank you guys, man. Listen, this was something that I just wanted to talk about, because I'm telling you, I speak a lot, and I speak a lot to a lot of different people, and a lot of people really kind of they really kind of value they value my concept on how I greet everybody, everyone. But that's been me my whole life. I greet everyone with the same type of greeting that I wanted for myself. Once again, not perfect, okay? Once again, always stand on principle. That's one thing that you always got to stand on your principle. But in the process of standing on your principle, make sure that principle is righteous. Let's put it like that. Make sure that principle is righteous. Don't do nothing, basically that's not righteous. Okay. That's all that I can say. So on this Friday, I'm gonna get out of here, but I'm coming back because we gotta get some music right on. I'm feeling I'm feeling like I need that music on today. I just had to do this because this was near deep in my heart. It'd be a lot of stories, man, that I be coming up on. It'd be a lot of people that I talk to. It'd be a lot of things that I be wanting to speak about, right? So um, I have to say, now I don't be writing none of this stuff down. You know, my business partner and stuff, he be saying I should get a little bit more structure and all of this. That might be true, but and that's something that might gradually come. But I have so much in here, okay? I have so much in here, and I feel so much in here, and I have so much in here to the point to whereas I just like to speak. Sometimes it might be all over the place, but at the end of the day, you get the drift right, and the drift is peace, love, and positivity all the time. Personal de- personal development, especially especially when you growing through life, when you don't know, when you can't see, turn to personal development. Turn to basically a life coach, uh, anything that can help you see a version of yourself that you can't see. That's very big. Okay. So I'm gonna get out of here. This was probably I say I love you guys. I love rating myself. See, I don't put nothing on nobody else that I don't put on myself. I'm my own worst critic. Please believe me. But one thing I give myself totally credit for is my honesty, my loyalty, and my commitment and honor with the things I stand on. Accountability is big. Don't make no difference if sometimes, you're not going to always be able to do things right all the time. But if you could be accountable and be committed to change and belief and honor and loyalty and humbleness, if you could believe in all those things, right? All those things that we all know about, that's big also. I'm out of here. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. It's been a long time, man. I'm coming back on here with some music though. Didn't try to be on here this long. But you know my saying, peace, love, and positivity. Thank y'all. When you get a chance to see this, subscribe to this channel for me. Mr. RC Community TV. Y'all see sometimes I get these words, right? I got the But that's the excitement. I'm more excited than anything. Okay. Than anything, I'm excited. And blessed. Hmm. Hmm. Follow me on this channel, please. Follow me on this channel and help me in the process, because I don't, hey, I can be wrong a lot as well. Maybe the interaction with other people sometimes can get a better dialogue both ways, your way and my way, right? All right. Y'all enjoy this Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Peace, love, and positivity. Thank you guys.